On the floor for Virginia. At center, Stefan Kramer. At shooting guard, Sebastian Kelly. At the other guard position, Henry Terry. At small forward, Taj Young. At the other forward position, Leonard Zero. The head coach of the visiting team is Mike Brown. And now, the starting lineup for Boston. Starting at shooting guard, at 6'3", number 17. Tyson Greer. The big man, standing 6'8", number 25, Corey Alexander. At the small forward position, at 6'6", number 5, Tyler Price. The other forward, standing 6'8", number 12, Winters. The other guard, 6 feet 7 inches, number 14, Ronnie Ramos.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. They've got the prodigy, also young out there. And it's Kramer in at the 5. And for Boston, they've got Price. And it's Winters in at the 4-man position. Now that the new season is tipped off, Richard, how important is it to get things off to a good start?
I'd say it's fairly important, but this is a long season, Kevin. It's about sustaining a high level of play consistently.
And it's Virginia to start out. Terry, the pass to the prodigy. Young with no one around. His three-pointers off the mark. Here's Ramos. Three-pointer. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
And this is a matchup that can frustrate them as they came up empty in their 2 games against them last year.
Pass to Greer. And here's Price. Here's Winters. Young with the steal. And now here comes Young leading the break over Greer. A nice shot by Young.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Here's Ramos. Off target with his 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's Terry off the drive. The layup missed. Here's Boston now. Pass to Greer. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Ramos, that's good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
by Terry. Here's Kelly. And the three ball is good.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Here's Greer. Pass to Alexander. Here's Ramos. And again, Boston with the triple.
But we'll come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Kramer. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game.
Shooting for Virginia. Kramer taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Greer. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Pass to Winters. There's a good screen. Here's Alexander. Here's Greer. Kramer with the rebound. And so it's Terry bringing it up for Virginia. Here's Kelly. Misses in close.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Here's Alexander. Here's Ramos. 6 points for him. Over to the left wing. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Pass to the prodigy. Here's Kramer. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, you look at the lead changes. 6 already.
Here's Greer. Scoreless thus far. Price, right side. Young with the steal. Terry in the corner. Here's the prodigy. Virginia working the ball around. And a missed layup. Here's Greer. He takes it in. The rebound by Young. The wide open look here for Terry. The offensive rebound.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clear.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Virginia.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Buckner's checked in for the Cavaliers.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Greer passes to Ramos. Takes a 3. Buries it from three-point range. Ramos has got 11.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Pass to the prodigy. Here's Buckner. Here's the prodigy. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Here's Greer. Still scoreless. Over in the corner, Price. Pass to Greer. Back to Price. Shot clock at 6. Here's Greer. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. The prodigy passes to Kramer. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
Price sets a screen. It's Price on the wing. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Here's Terry. And Boston with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Stolen away. Here's Buckner. The prodigy passes to Buckner. Misses the baby hook. Boston trailing. Pass to Greer. Here's Ramos. The three-pointer is right on target. He's got 14.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Shot from 12. And Boston with the rebound. Winters has got 5 rebounds tonight. Greer passes to Ramos. Now Price. Pass to Winters. Kramer with the rebound. And for Virginia, they're shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. For Boston, they've gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Puts up a deep three. Ramos can't hit. And it's Terry with the ball for the Cavaliers. They trail by 1.
Bad outing offensively. You break that game down, their issues were pretty clear.
Won't win games in this league with an offensive night like that. They've got some things to figure out.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
For your Boston Gators.
Boston shooting 43% since taking the floor today. Red with the ball. Jacks up a 3. Ramos can't hit. Now Terry. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now it's a 3-point Virginia lead.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
To the left wing, here's Ramos. Connects from 3-point range. Ramos has got 17 now.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Drains the 3-pointer.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And Virginia making a change here. Heels checked in.
In for Virginia, number 8, Menlo Keels.
1:22 left in the first. Over to the wing. Newman, the pass to Houston. Going inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul, second
Clearly
team
a
foul.
foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. The Cavaliers shooting just about an even 40% to start. Here's Keel. Over Price. It's hauled in by Newman.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Red passes to Ramos. 46 seconds left here in the opening quarter. There's the screen. And for 3. Nailed from 3-point land. And Boston leads by 1. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Here's Keels. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Ramos. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
And the first one drops. And so he makes both from the line.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Here's Keels. No scoring in this one. Out to the right wing. The shot. Price with the block. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Boston on top, up 3. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Boston.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Boston leading by 3. We've got Brown, and it's Ryan in at the 3. That's the Boston 5. Brown, no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Pass to Potter. Here's Keels. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Now, here's Brown. Pass to Red. Lets it go from the wing. Newman, the pass to Houston. And here's Brown. Here's Houston. Just 5 on the clock. Out left to the wing. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Houston's got the lead up to 3 now for Boston. Buckner the pass to Keels. Young against Red. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. That ties the game. Keels got 5 points in the quarter.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Now, here is Red. Launches it. He's off on that one.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Keels. 5 points in the game. Driving the lane. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Here's Houston. No good from the wing. Young outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's a 6-point Virginia lead.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
Brown the pass to Houston. And no good. The try spell continuing for him. How about this run break they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Red outside. The Cavaliers pull it in. Here's Keel. He's got 8. It's hauled in by Newman. Boston trails by 6. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Brown. Takes it inside. Can't hit from in close. For Virginia, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Potter misses.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
Brown, no good. Virginia leading by 6. Here's Buckner. Pass to Young. Here's Buckner. Virginia working the ball around. Here's Keel. He's covered by Brown. Young from outside. It's hauled in by Newman. Newman's got 4 rebounds in this game. And here is Red. They set the pick. Trying to end the drought. Busted. No good that time either.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Here's Buckner. The kick out to Young. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Looking here at some numbers for Brown. How he performed last season. Averaged 7 points per game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Year 1, he had to kind of find his way, but he seems poised to make some big strides here in his sophomore season.
Well, the team wants him to carve out a larger role for himself, but talent-wise, he's definitely got it in him.
Virginia leading by 6. The prodigy passes to Kramer. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Red with the ball. Ramos. And he's good on the 3-ball. Ramos has got 22.
And even after all those 3-pointers he hit in that first quarter, looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Here's Tompkins. Red with the rebound. Ramos the pass to Red. Here's Ramos. Back to Red. From outside the arc. And again, Foxton with the triple.
Well, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
For Virginia, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Here's Buckner. Pass to Kramer. Here's the prodigy. He's got 8. Nice pick there to create the shot, but it's no good. Here's Ramos. Now Red. Beyond the arc. Ramos, that's good. Ramos has got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for Boston.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
They set the screen to the inside. Here's Kramer. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Boston shooting in the second quarter has been pretty embarrassing, just 27%. Red's shot is right there.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Tompkins. Nothing on the board. And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. Take a look at the Prodigy, 5th in the league in patrolling the paint.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Pass to Terry. Here's the Prodigy. He's got 8. Right side, Terry. Here's the Prodigy. Rebound, Boston. Winters has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And now a 5-point Boston lead. And so it's Terry bringing it up for Virginia. It's Young on the wing. Pass to the Prodigy. A floater. Kicks it out to Terry. There's the pick. To the paint. And they get it. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
To the left side wing. Ramos. Good on the triple. Ramos has got the lead up to 6 now for Boston.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Here's the Prodigy. Poked away. Red with the steal. Ramos the pass to Alexander. Baseline jumper. The Cavaliers pull it in. Kramer's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's the Prodigy. Red with the rebound.
He might be getting in his head a little bit, trying to get something going, but he's still scoreless in the quarter.
To the wing right side. 51 seconds left to play here in the half. Pass to Ramos. The kick out to Red. No good from outside.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Kelly dishes to Young. Terry against Price. Nice shot by Terry.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple. And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Here's Ramos. 28 points for him. From deep three-point territory. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Boston on top as they wrap up the second quarter with a massive 16-4 run. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
A look here now at Virginia. They didn't come out the gates the way they hoped. Took the L, but they don't think that represents who they are.
Well, it might be just a matter of shaking off that rust, Shaq, and I think the second game will give us some insight.
And guys, let's see now about that closely contested first half for Boston.
They're clicking from outside. Hard cuts to the ball, and a few bone-jarring screens. Man, they have a high quality of looks.
They've been cashing in on those. We'll see if the sharpshooting continues. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Boston leading by 4. Second half underway, and here's who Mike Brown's got on the floor. Prodigy is out there with Young. Then it's Terry, and it's Kelly in at shooting guard. Intercepted. Pass to the Prodigy. Kelly inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Cavaliers have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Boston shooting 39% from the floor, at their best. Now here's Brown. He has yet to score. Good on the bucket. And there's Terry. Pass to the Prodigy. Here's Kelly. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Boston shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
At the line for 2.
It's been an issue for them, as it was last year. Only 72% from the line.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Virginia trails by 6. It's Young on the wing. He has 5. Pass to Kelly. Shoots over Price. Shot by Kelly, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Price with a screen on Terry. Fires it up. And it's Brown missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Boston leading by 4. They set the pick. Here's Winter. Busted. No good that time either. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Virginia. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
And let's take a quick look at some stats for the Prodigy. Some last season stats for him. He put up about 8 points a game last season, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you look at his role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the charge.
It's Price on the wing. Gets an open look and hits. Price has got the lead up to 6 now for Boston.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Kelly kicks to Terry. There's a screen. Pass to Kramer. Rebound Boston.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting 1 of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Winners the pass to Alexander. There's Ramos. And again for 3.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. Young passes to Kramer. Here's Kelly. To the middle. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And they'll get another chance.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Greer. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Here's Terry. Winters grabs the miss. Winters has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Ramos. Terry covering. Pass to Greer. Here's Ramos. For three. It's rebounded by Kelly.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Shot by Terry, no good.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not a big thing, and his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping him behind.
Ramos can't hit. Virginia trails by 9. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Boston foul. Alexander.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. These teams were last season's best passers, the squads with the most assists in the NBA.
The way these guys moved the ball offensively was really a joy to watch. Great teamwork and unselfishness, and that's why we saw those great assist numbers a season ago.
To stop the drought. Rebound, Boston. Out to the right wing. Back to Red. Cavaliers with the rebound. The Prodigy's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. B.A. Banks.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Here's Kramer. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes. Spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
Boston leading by 8. Ed with the ball. 8 points for him. Pass to Greer. Launches from deep. He can't get that one. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. The shot's good. Young's got 7.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Now Red. The 3. Amos can't hit. Young looking it over. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Cavaliers have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Brown, he's checked in for Boston. And Virginia also making a change. Keels checked in. Here's Red. It's Brown on the wing. Terry covering. Fires from 18. Brown's shot is good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's the screen. Pass to Hardy. Terry grabs the board. And it's Terry with the ball for Virginia. Down low. Here's Kramer. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Near the three-point line, it's Red. And that one off the back of the rim and in. 10 points for him. Virginia trails by 6. Here's Keel. He's got 8. Fires the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Keel's got 11 points.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that's what he's doing.
2 minutes.
Greer passes to Red. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Terry. A minute 42 left to play here in the third. Houston pulls it in. Boston leading by 3. Red with the ball. That 3 off the mark.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
Here's Keels. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
Here's Red. The Cavaliers pull it in.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. And Virginia making a change here. And Virginia with possession here. 50 seconds left in the third. To Keels. 8 feet away. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Here's Greer. Nice ball movement by Boston. Hardy passes to Newman. They set the screen. No one covered. Brown's got it all tied up now for Boston. Cavaliers shooting right around 41% from the field in quarter 3. Brown against Terry. Looking to get it going. Here's Potter. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Potter's got 5.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Cavaliers lead by 3. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
Come on, fans.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. Newman is out there with Hardy. Then there's Brown, and it's Greer in at the 2. That's the Boston 5. Keels misses. Boston trails by 3. Brown outside. He takes it in, and the layup's good off the glass.
You can see the change in approach from him since the break. He's been a menace after being held scoreless in the first half.
Here's Buckner. Oh, good on the triple.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Brown the pass to Hardy. Now here's Brown. Pass to Greer. Lets it fly from 18. That misses off the backboard.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. They set the pick. A 3-ball. Rebounded by Hardy. Boston trail. Brown the pass to Ryan. Now here's Hardy. Over to the left wing. Here's Greer. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Here's Keels.
Boston foul. Newman. First personal foul. First team foul.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Boston ball.
For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Pass to Hardy. Now Brown. The shot comes out. Here's Tompkins. Here's Potter. It's hauled in by Newman. Newman's got 5 rebounds tonight. Brown deciding where to go with it. Over Buckner. And it's Brown missing. For Virginia, they've gotten off to a rough start in the 4th quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Can't connect from short range. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Now here's Brown. Greer hits the bucket. And Boston leads by 3.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team.
Look who's coming out of the court. It's your Boston Wizards.
So both teams making some changes here. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey guys, Mike Brown had some advice for the team during the break. Coach wants them to do a better job defending the perimeter. He said we're late on our rotations and they're getting great looks because of it. We got to fight through it. We got to take away the 3. We're good, guys.
Thanks so much, David. Here's Keels, stripped it away. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way, and he gets it to go. Now it's a 5-point Boston lead.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And for Virginia, their shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. It's tipped. Red with the steal. Price, the pass to Red. Launches it. The Cavaliers pull it in. To the middle. Here's the prodigy, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Winter. And Tompkins pulls it down. Virginia trails by 3. Pass to Buckner. Here's the prodigy. And that one is hammered home.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Both teams will make substitutions. For Boston, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th, 4 of 9. There's a good screen. And for 3, the Cavaliers pull it in. Kramer's got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to the prodigy to take the lead. Red with the rebound. Red's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Alexander. Here's Ramos. Lets the 3 fly. Connects again from distance.
He's now set the team record for most threes in a game. Unreal.
And a lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure, he's positive the next one's going to go in.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
To the left.
And a calm in the storm. These fans taking in the moment.
He has made it 4 from outside en route to the most threes in a game in franchise history. On the inbound, and there's the drive.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
It's blocked. And pushing it up, here's Boston. It's right outside. And again, Boston with the triple.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the 3-point shot.
And Virginia with possession here. 7-point differential. Terry kicks to Young. Back to Terry. To the paint. Rebound, Boston. Price has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Red. Deflects the pass. And they're running. Shoots from the elbow. A Prodigy's shot is good. The Prodigy's got 6 here in this quarter.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
And they need to use that momentum on their way back via fast break points.
That bucket in no time at all. And Boston leads by 7.
And he's shooting it at an efficient clip, but he needs to keep looking to score. It's what his team relies on him to do.
Winters grabs the miss. Winters has got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Red. Kramer with the rebound. Virginia trails by 7. And there's Terry. No good with the layup.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Red with the ball. Winters the pass to Price. Nice ball movement by Boston. 5 to shoot. Here's Ramos. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps getting these shots at a ridiculous clip.
At the line for one, Ramos.
Virginia trails by 10. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Kelly. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul, second team foul. Shooting for Virginia, Kelly. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. That one misses. Boston leading by 9. Near the three-point line, it's Red. It's rebounded by Kelly. And for Virginia, they're shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them.
And he just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101. But boy, is it working.
Alexander, no luck. And so Young will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Pass to Kramer. Now Terry. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Shot by Kelly, no good. Boston shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. And against Young, here's Ramos. Good, another from 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Kelly inside, guarded by Red. Shot by Kelly, no good. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
They set the pick, looking to end his cold spell. It's rebounded by Kelly.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Boston.
And they had to battle for this one. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Here's Ramos. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching tonight's game on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game.